good, YouTube? It's your boy, the Fourth Cannon. We back, man. Got a brazy transformation. Brazy. But look, we was just doing, client consultation just to see what he wanted. He said he wanted, like a even all around and like a high taper, like how I had my haircut. So I told him I got him, And yeah, this client literally hasn't had a haircut in 6 months to the day. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm gonna start out with a 4-guard, and then eventually I'm gonna switch over to my 2-guard. Cause it was taking a lot down, but I wanted it to take more. And it was crazy cause he just naturally had waves under it, as y'all will see in a little bit. It's crazy. So I'm going, slow, but not too slow. Just going with the hair pattern. And I already knew where his crown was because, I used to cut him back in the day. But yeah, right when he found out I was cutting again, he hit me up immediately. He was like, yo, need a cut. I'm like, all right, bet. So right here, I just switched to a 2-guard. And honestly, I'm going to just let y'all watch the rest of me taking the hair down. And I'll be back for the taper.
Chuki got the sauce. Chuki got the sauce.
All right, so right here we got our bevel trimmers, and these are zero gap. I zero gapped to myself. They're pretty easy to zero gap. We just setting our, initial trimmer lines in there. Not too high, because you don't want to take the taper above, like behind the ear, because then it's basically like a drop fade after that, or like a burst fade. Then we got our magic clips, and we start with our lever open, and then drop down right under that to a closed lever, and then we do halfway to get that line out. And we not making our guidelines too big. So right here, I'm removing bulk with the 1.5 guard and going with the grain with it, the lever closed. Just to lay those waves or ripples down at the top of the fade. And we grab our 1 guard just to clear out some more bulk. And then our 0 guard. And I switched to my Oster fast feed just because they're more flexible when it comes to the fade. Like right here, how I'm using no guard. They're forgiving because like they don't take a lot of hair off at once, especially if you're flicking. So I really like these. They're kind of like the Anna's Masters. But the Oster fast feeds, like they can cut any texture. That's why I always, rock them in my arsenal. We just doing some detail work with our Oster fast feeds, just getting out that bottom line. Because I just saw some lines and parts in the fade that I just didn't like, so. And on this cut, we didn't use any enhancements. I don't use enhancements anymore. Like, people in my city don't really like them, at least my clients, so. And I feel like it's better because you really get to show your skill without enhancements. Like, the barbers that always use enhancements, like, do you really have skill if you spraying on the hairline after every cut, you know what I'm saying? I just like to keep it all natural, show my real skills, especially for the videos, so. We're gonna get to it, man. So I'm gonna just let y'all watch the rest of this, and I'll be back for the shape up. So right here, we already tapered his front line with a 1 guard. So we just go in with our bevel trimmers and we just tapping and going. Always want to slant your clipper when you're doing the side parts of his hairline. He has a cowlick on the other side, but y'all gonna see how I finesse it. Whenever you have a cowlick, you can either take it back to the cowlick or keep it in front of the cowlick. This time, I just kept it right on the cowlick. Just cause, it was gonna grow in weird if I had pushed it back, so we just kept it right in front of the cowlick. And as you can see, he has some light spots, but we find a way to finesse it. There's always a way that you can finesse it. You can either taper the hairline, or you can, finesse it with the liners and shape it up in a certain way that you can finesse and hide the light spot. As you can see, it's sharp how it is. No enhancements, needed to be used. So it's just what I believe in. I just feel like cuts are cleaner and they last longer without enhancements, you know what I'm saying? Because they can get in the shower and the cut still fresh after, you feel me? And right here, we're shaping up the back. Always want to keep it natural. I know sometimes it's hard not to push the back you know, hairline back. Because sometimes, it does look cleaner when it's pushed back. But you always want to keep it natural, especially around the ear. That's also hard too. But this bevel T-blade is really like flexible, and it covers a lot of area and it's sharp. That's what I like. You don't have to press hard for it to hit. Sometimes you do have to go over it a couple times like you see me doing now, but them joints hitting, so I rock with them. As you can see, that thing looking clean. So we going with our Easy Blade. Use code the 4th Ken for 10% off your purchase. I love these razors. I know you always hear me say it. I'm rocking with the white one right now. And yeah, they're real comfortable. Highly recommend them. Go pick up some razors, some gel, all that. We're just touching it up. Look at the technique though. Peep how my finger on my hand that I'm shaping them up with, I'm letting my finger guide my hand. And then right here, I'm using my other hand on his forehead, right above his eyebrow, just to guide me in case he wants to move his head or something. I especially do that with kids because you never know when they're gonna flinch and stuff. So you just want to have control of their head, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, that cut clean. So all we're gonna do after this is just freehand trim the top. That's important. Gotta pay attention to details. And that's basically the cut, man. I'm gonna let y'all watch the rest. It's the 4th Ken. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. I feel like this joint was a banger. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and I'm out. Peace.